Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Today, I have my co-host Millie here, the man who brought his own Kool-Aid to a cult meeting at one point.
I never got on that rocket ship either. Spaceship, whatever.
Was the reason why you brought your own Kool-Aid?
Probably. They kept trying to force me out. I said I thought this was an all-inclusive resort cult. I paid good money. They informed me that I didn't pay anything, and I snuck in.
Well, he's got
Did about $10,000 worth of damage to the property too.
What did you destroy the property?
What did I do to destroy it?
Yeah.
I don't think that's appropriate to be aired online. I won the trial though. They tried to sue me, but since they were a cult, the judge they gave me the key to the city.
Nice.
It was on PlayStation, a game called Far Cry 5.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't actually join a cult.
Anyway, welcome back to the podcast, guys. Today we don't really have a
Not
movie.
yet.
Not yet. It will be out.
I'm trying to start one actually.
What a call to.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be about?
I don't know. End of the world, probably.
I think that's the most common one. Either that or you say that you're a disciple of God.
Would you believe me if I said I was Jesus Christ?
No, I would not.
Nah. So I'm probably not getting away with that one because you trust me more than most people. So I'll have to find something else. It is Easter tomorrow.
Oh, it is. Easter,
Well,
yes.
wow, that just gives away when we're recording this.
I
People
mean-
are gonna see this around Christmas time.
Yeah. Yeah. So, speaking of that, we are releasing another movie review podcast episode. It's on Scream. We're covering Scream. It'll be out probably after this one, when I edit this and then release it, and then it should be roughly the same week, maybe later. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Just keep an eye out for that. So if the time seems kind of weird in that episode, in this one, we already pre-recorded it. I've been kind of lacking on the editing a little bit because I've been unmotivated and shit. So
I'm gonna say they might see like snow outside my window in that episode, but it'll come out in the summer and they'll be like, what in the world? But there's probably not gonna see any snow outside the window because it's always dark.
I think one time there was like light out your window.
Yeah, we were still going like well into like the early morning, so it was like 6 o'clock.
Oh yeah, because we watched a movie and then we ended up talking about it for like 2 hours, like 2.5.
Yeah, we had we had some late nights.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be an early night.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this episode, this is gonna be a different type episode. We're just gonna talk about horror in general, like upcoming horror movies, stuff like that. We're gonna do a reaction video on the new Final Destination trailer. So stick around for that. That'll probably happen later in the video.
I've been saving my Final Destination Bloodlines virginity for this.
Oh yes, Billy has not seen any of the trailers at all.
That's not entirely true. I saw the little like teaser where the dude's in the tattoo parlor.
Oh, I seen
But
that
there's
one,
like
yeah.
there's like a real trailer now, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a real trailer, which I've seen a clip from it, and one of the clips is like a guy at a bar, but then like a glass breaks and a glass goes in the ice, and then he ends up just scooping the glass ice into a cup. I saw that clip.
Are they just they're running out of ideas now that they're like, instead of it being so complex, he just drinks it and chokes on a piece of glass?
To be honest, there's not much you can do with like accidental deaths in Final Destination until you go to like crazy.
Well, what they're gonna do is like the ice probably, or the glass probably falls in his ice, and he drinks it and he starts chewing on it, and then you're like, oh, it's gonna kill him, and then like an active shooter situation happens and the guy's like this and they're like, they're gonna shoot him.
Oh yeah, they
And
have
then
to like
a plane crashes right next to him and you're like, that's gonna kill him, and then nothing kills him, and then finally he goes, whew, that was close, and then he chokes on the ice or the glass.
Yeah, I think that's how most Final Fantasy movies go, where they kind of like be like, oh, this is gonna. I mean, that happened in
Yeah.
the first trailer, right, with that tattoo parlor, where they had like a bunch of different things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for some reason his entire body weight is able to hang from just his what do you
The
septum?
nose ring. Yeah, septum.
Yeah. Like his entire like that holds his entire body weight.
I think he's holding onto the chain.
But isn't it just his nose?
Yeah, but I think if your nose septum thing is like attached to a chain, I think you can like grab it with your hands and like make it not pull your like nose ring out.
Ugh. I don't know. It just seems very painful.
Oh yeah, it seems very painful with that type of stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, we'll see the trailer and we'll probably talk more about it here probably later. I do have a couple other things up that we can talk about. Upcoming horror movies. I think we mentioned earlier about the Popeye stuff. But how there's like gonna be like 1,000 Popeye horror movies. I've seen trailers for like 5 different Popeye horror movies. And like I think only one of them is where he's like the hero. The rest he's like the villain.
I am so excited for all these like public domain things now. Like you got Popeye, Mickey Mouse, Peter Pan, what's Winnie the Pooh, of course.
Pinocchio.
There's the Pinocchio. Then you said the Keebler elves too, right?
I didn't say Keeper Elves.
No?
No. It could be.
Who did?
That could happen.
Who did? I think who did? Who was I talking about that with? Believe it or not, there's not a whole lot of people that I talk about Keebler elves murdering people to. But you listen to me right now, like
about that? They make cookies.
You listen to me now, and you're like, how many people has he discussed a Keebler elves violent horror movie with? I don't know. I don't know how many people.
I know the rights to Mickey Mouse is about to run out soon, I think, with the licensing, so it'd be free domain at some point, which I'm pretty sure Disney's just gonna rebuy it, probably.
Well, Mickey Mouse is already public because they've already got a few horror movies.
Well, that's not Mickey Mouse, so that's Steamboat Willie. It's completely different.
Really?
Yeah. That's why that one movie, I think it's Mousetrap you called it, was like that, because it's all about Steamboat Willie. It's not about Mickey, it's about the cartoon.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, he's gonna be free domain here in a bit, but I'm pretty sure Disney's probably gonna just rebuy the rights to Mickey. Because I'm pretty sure people don't want Mickey Mouse horror films or people making money off of Mickey Mouse.
I mean, there've already been some indie horror games with Mickey Mouse, I think.
Oh yeah, that's based on the whole like abandoned Disney World areas, which I think are true. I think there are like abandoned Disney amusement parks out in the world.
Well, there's that island in Disney World.
Oh yeah,
that,
the island,
I watched the video of that guy. That guy like took a boat over to it, and they had cameras and stuff, and sent like a SWAT team after him.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But yeah, there's that, and then I don't know what else would be free domain that's coming out. Although I bet that Pinocchio one, I bet this it's gonna be like that Meat Canyon animation, where it's like Pinocchio wanting human skin to become a real boy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Also, that audio from that movie has been like a popular TikTok edit for a while, where it's like Geppetto making Pinocchio, and he's like, and there, finished. And then Pinocchio is like, am I a real boy, Papa? And he's like, not yet. I remember hearing that a lot on TikTok, which I thought kind of funny.
Let's see, licenses becoming public domain. His works newly enter the public domain. Oh, come on, don't stop putting your website behind a paywall. Nobody goes to you guys anyways. It's like some news website nobody's ever heard of, and it's behind a paywall.
Subscribe to our newsletter.
Go to what?
It's like, subscribe to our newsletter. Every time you go to one.
No!
That's a scary thing of it all. Pop up.
Oh no, another one.
But I mean, anything that's free domain coming out. I mean, Popeye did. I'm thinking like trying to think about like another one. Betty Boop, I think, might be close, right? Or is that already public domain?
Which one?
Betty Boop.
I don't know. Nobody's made a horror movie about it yet.
It's probably not then.
They're probably not going to make a horror movie. They're probably going to make a different kind of movie. There's a lot of weirdos out there that would watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that. But yeah, so
I'm not one of them. In case anyone was worried.
Alright, no, it's not one of them. Don't worry, certified. But yeah, there has to be some more like movies that are free domain coming out, or not movies, like characters and stuff like that.
There's apparently 12 more Mickey Mouse cartoons that are becoming public domain this year. Tintin from The Adventures of Tintin.
Oh yeah, it's becoming public domain.
Popeye, of course. Okay, now these people are way over my head on Reddit. People on Reddit are way too smart for me.
Not the Reddit users being smart.
Some of them, I should say.
But I feel like in the coming years, we'll probably see a lot more free domain horror movies coming out. Of course, a lot of them will be either good or bad, or maybe in the middle. Probably mostly bad. Because, I mean, I feel like people who make those movies just do it for like, the cash grab and the shock value, right? But they're just like, oh my god, you can watch fucking Pinocchio just decapitate a man with his nose. Oh my god. And then people just want to see that.
It is a very easy cash grab. That's why I hope some big studios see how successful they are and they, you know. Because, I mean, anyone can now do it, right? Like, it's not like whoever makes the first movie using this now public domain character all of a sudden owns the rights, right?
Why do you think there's like 5 Popeye horror movies?
That's true.
Yeah.
I now feel stupid for asking that.
I don't know. I feel like out of all the Popeye trailers I've seen, I think the one where he's like a monster hunter might fit Popeye a bit better. I think there's one where he's like an alien. I think there's that
Popeye's
one.
an alien?
Yeah, there's one of them where he's like an alien.
The one I watched was actually kind of good. The one where they're in the spinach canning factory.
Oh, he just lives there.
Yeah. It was actually kind of enjoyable. As, you know, one of those cheesy horror movies. It's not like I watched it and I was like, this should have been in theaters. This would have been a box office smash. I was like,
Did Steven Spielberg
this is
direct
something my
this?
friend
Oh
and I would... This is something my buddy and I would have laughed at when we were kids and enjoyed.
Oh,
And I still enjoy them today.
But yeah, I think we'll see a big surge of that in the upcoming years, especially with the another like Mickey Mouse cartoons coming out free domain, which that's going to be a big thing with horror. Which I know a lot of people also don't like that because they're like, it's so cheesy and overdone now at this point. You know, Winnie the Pooh, and then you got like, of course, the people who made that movie doing a weird Pooniverse thing with Pinocchio, and like Peter Pan, and Bambi.
They did a really good job with the second Blood and Honey movie.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
It was a good movie.
The first one wasn't great though, but I found it funny how in the second one they had to retcon the first one, being like, "Oh, this is all a movie." That's why the actors.
I can't. Yeah, I enjoyed it. What other horror movies are you looking forward to? There's a lot. It's gonna be a good year for horror.
God, I don't know. It's been a while since I actually looked at like any horror movies coming out.
You got Until Dawn. I think you and I knew each other when Until Dawn came out, right?
Yeah, I remember playing that, and I saw the movie trailer. I think. No, I have. Yeah, I think I've seen it, and I was excited for it. I'm excited for it. Hopefully, do it right. Although I don't know what they're gonna do with like branching past it. Like, you know, the game's all about making choices and like characters die, you make a wrong choice and all that. I don't know how they're gonna do that with a movie. Like, are they gonna do? Did
you watch the trailer?
I think I did. I might not have.
Because it looks like the way they're doing it is when someone dies, they start the day over again. Like they're doing like a Groundhog's Day kind of thing.
It's kind of like Happy Death Day.
Yeah. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I think that's how they're doing it. Is when they die, they start over again until they successfully get through the night, until they survive the night.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's
I'm
actually
not
interesting.
too thrilled. I didn't really like the way they went with the story. I kind of wish they would have just done like instead of focusing on like supernatural stuff, I wish they would have just done, a bunch of teens out in the woods and some friggin' Wendigos attack.
I mean, that
Like
would
I
be.
wish they wouldn't have gone the supernatural route. I would have loved just a cookie cutter, violent horror movie in the same setting.
I mean, I think that'd be kind of nice. Just have like a Wendigo movie.
We need a Bigfoot horror movie, like a good one.
There have been so many Bigfoot horror movies, though.
Like good ones though?
Not really good ones.
Let's make one.
Yes, let's make a Bigfoot horror movie.
I mean, it couldn't be that hard.
Yeah, yeah, it won't be that hard to get the funding.
Ah, you don't need funding. You just need a halfway decent iPhone and a Bigfoot costume.
We gotta get the cheapest one though.
I'll play all of the characters.
Right?
I'll just
It keeps
record all the
cutting
sceans for.
from. And then when it has to
I'll
cut from
record all the
both view on
scenes
the
for one
camera, it's
character.
just like a mannequin or something. But it's
I'll
obviously
be
a
like
mannequin.
those YouTubers who do the YouTube shorts where they play every character.
Right.
It just jumps around.
Uh,
That'll be me, but I'll like shave my beard for one of the characters and then put on a fake beard for another one.
there's been also like I remember there's been Paul Bunyan horror movies.
I feel like there was, but I might be crazy.
There was a couple. I don't remember what it was. I think it was just about some guy who was like born different. He was like disfigured and stuff like that, and people thought he was a monster. And then he was just like killing people.
I think you're thinking of Hatchet.
It's not
Victor
Hatchet
Crowley.
because the fact that the guy was giant. Although he wasn't like Paul Bunyan giant, he was like 10, 12, 15 feet tall. I don't know. But yeah, it's like one of those horror movies.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people liked it. It's pretty cheesy. The effects aren't that great. Like, you can see the green screen, stuff like that, but... I mean,
Did you watch the Minecraft movie?
No, but I've heard a lot about it.
I'm like 90% sure they forgot to like have the editing guy come in and edit it. Because it was a fun movie, but I know we're getting off topic because it's not horror, but I mean, to anyone who's ever edited a video before, it's pretty much a horror movie. Like the green screen stuff and special effects, it's like they forgot to finish it. They're like, all right, it's release day, let's release the movie. And the guy comes in and he's like, all right, guys, I'm ready to put the final touches on the movie. And they're like, oh. He comes in and clocks in and hangs his coat and his hat and sets his briefcase down. All right, guys, you ready to get to work on finishing that editing? They're like, yeah, about that. It's in theaters. Whoops. Yeah, it was just the green screen. Like the whole thing looked like it was just green screened.
I mean, at the same
You could
time, it's
see,
like, I don't think you really do all that practical, though.
Right. But like I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like you could see like some of the animated characters you could tell were done like it was a human being that was doing the animations for it, like wearing one of those suits. And there was like one scene where one of the animated characters like goes to grab something and their hand morphs into a human hand with like a green background as they grab onto it. Then it was just like like I feel like an average YouTuber could edit a video better than they did.
Yeah. I mean, also the whole, like, chaos happening in theaters, too. Which, by the way, if anyone who watched this video like did the whole like fucking chicken jockey thing in theaters, I hope you have like a horrible day, because that's just horrible to do in the theater.
Yeah,
Imagine
it's
a
kinda
cleanup.
shitty.
Yeah.
I feel bad for movie theater workers, because we know what it's like. Like we've been there. Not everyone has worked a shitty job like that.
Well, yeah.
And I know you and I have.
I
I
remember
feel like the people doing that were all rich, spoiled kids.
one of them actually brought like a live chicken to the theater too. They, like snuck it in.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain because I don't go to theaters to see movies. So I can't be like, hey, respect the movie theater, because people will be like, well, didn't you watch it for free? Didn't you torrent it?
We don't talk about that.
Respect the movie theater.
Respect the art. But,
How dare you disrespect the movie by spilling popcorn on the floor? Didn't you?
and throwing your slushies everywhere.
Didn't you pirate the movie? At least we paid for it.
At least I didn't have a live chicken with me.
Well, I may or may not have had a live chicken in my house when I watched it.
Ah. Got really excited for that chicken jockey scene, huh? Chicken jockey, oh! God, yeah. That movie's just... The chaos that movie's causing is just so funny. But also,
It's
I
still,
feel
there
bad.
were a lot of laughs. There were a lot of like I actually I started crying a couple of times from laughing so hard at like two scenes in particular.
Flint
Like it was
steel.
and it was always that guy with the long hair. I don't know his name
Jason
or who he
Momoa.
is. But... Oh, is that him?
I think that's it.
Didn't he play like a
He
Aquaman
played,
or something?
Yeah, he played Aquaman.
Yeah, he was yeah, both times that I laughed myself to tears were him.
Also, I heard news for... I guess we're still off topic of horror movies, but we're on movies now. I heard off topic from an interview he did that he's going to play... God, he's playing a DC character. I forgot his name. He's a guy who rides a bike. Lobo. Yeah, that's it, Lobo.
Lobo.
Yeah, Lobo is like a... I remember his lore. It's been so long since I talked about Lobo. But Lobo is like a guy who... I think he's like a mercenary in space. He can't die. That's one of the things. He can't die. And he has like a motorcycle he drives around in space. He uses chains.
Oh, the one that Nicolas Cage played?
No, that's Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay.
Which I think we're kind of due for a Ghost Rider movie at some point.
Yeah, probably.
I am surprised. Well, I guess not really, because in the Deadpool Wolverine movie, I'm surprised they didn't like have Nicolas Cage on as Ghost Rider.
Is he Marvel?
Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Marvel.
But he's not like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No, he's not yet.
Oh.
They did
I
have
hope he is.
him in like a TV show. I think it was The Defenders he was in, but it wasn't like Johnny Blaze. It was Robbie Reyes, which is another good Ghost Rider.
My hair is so long. They're gonna see that Scream episode and this episode like a week apart. My hair is gonna be like
Yeah.
10 inches longer. They're gonna be like, damn, that
Which,
dude's hair grows fast.
Speaking of the Scream movie, let's talk about the news that came out about Scream 7, I guess, about the guy who was supposed to direct it, but he left, Christopher Landon. So he came out in an interview, I think this was a while ago. I think he was doing this April 9th, yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. He talked about his experience working on that movie and why he kind of left. I think he left. I don't know. I think he did leave. Yeah. And he said that while he was working on it, people were messaging him, threatening to kill him and his family, which is fucked up.
That's wild.
Yeah. And horror movie fans, let's not send death threats to people, because that's not good. That's never good. That's not the answer for anything. So let's not do that, and just
that's
voice our opinions on Reddit or Twitter, like one of the two.
Yeah, I feel like now they're polar opposites, Twitter and Reddit.
Yeah. I mean, I spent time on like the horror Reddit. I also spent time on like the horror Twitter stuff, and like I can tell there's a big difference between the two. But,
I honestly, like, I'll be honest, I didn't really follow the controversy with Scream 7.
Well, it's all because of the fact that the actress who played I think her name was Sam in the last two movies got like kicked off the movie because of the fact that she made her voice known to support
the Palestine
Yeah.
Israel thing.
Yeah. And then Spyglass was like, yeah, you're not a part of the movie anymore. And then later in an interview with Jenna Ortega, she said that she left the movie too because of that. Although before it was like because of weird scheduling issues with like Wednesday, because season 2 was going to film around the time Scream 7 was going to film, so that was kind of the main reason. But now it's because of that why she left. Which
That's wild.
Oh yeah,
people are getting so crazy over this stuff.
I mean, the characters were pretty good. Like, I think Sam and Tara were probably the best duo out of the two. And then them not being in the 7th one would be kind of weird. I mean, they do have Neve Campbell, so we'll get Sydney in this one, I guess. But I don't know how the fans would react to that. I don't know if they're even going to see it.
It might just end up scrapping the whole movie with all of this.
To be honest, I think that's
nonsense.
probably the right play. Just kind of like let it sit for a little bit and then like maybe talk to the people and get them back on. Although I doubt that'll ever happen, because I mean stuff like that happens and it's like, well, kind of fucked. But
yeah, you speak out against the wrong person and you can ruin your career forever.
I mean, her career's not really ruined, because I know Abigail came out around the time that she got kicked off, so a lot of people saw that, which Abigail's a good movie. I mean, it's a movie about just like a vampire.
Oh, is that the one with the ballerina vampire that gets kidnapped, or the little girl vampire that gets kidnapped?
Yeah, the little ballerina
and...
vampire lady. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I watched the trailer for it a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty good. I think it's by the same people who made Megan. I think.
Megan was good. I like Megan.
No, Megan was pretty good. Yeah. Although I will say, for like horror movies, they need to continue. I mean, obviously we got like Friday the 13th, and then you got like Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if they're doing another Child's Play. I mean, they're doing the Chucky series, which I think that ended. I think they canceled that a while ago.
Yeah, I wish they'd do. I thought I saw something about Child's Play recently, but I don't remember. I don't know. I hated the remake. I was not a fan of it.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole remake either, because I didn't like the whole idea of being like, oh, it's AI and it's not a spirit of murderer.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a flop. And then the series came out, and I was super excited. I think the only thing I'd be super excited for with Chucky now is if, of course, get Brad Dourif to do the voice again, and Mancini to direct it and write it. But if they did a Chucky versus, I know he's talked about how he's already got a script written up for Chucky versus Freddy, or Freddy versus Chucky, because he's wanted to do that for years. And he said he's already got the script written. He's just waiting for the offer from the guys who own the rights to Freddy. So he said that's something he's always dreamed of doing. I'd love to see a Chucky versus Leprechaun. I think that'd be funny.
That would be hilarious. That'd be more like a horror comedy in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, Chucky and Freddy would be pretty funny too. But Chucky and Leprechaun would just be goofy.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a complete horror comedy. It would not be really that serious. That'd be great. Also, I guess another movie that's coming out that I've seen stuff for, that's a horror movie, Toxic Avenger. They're coming out with a remake of that.
Toxic Avenger?
Yeah, have you seen Toxic Avenger or no?
I don't think so. Is that an old movie?
Yeah, it's a very old movie. I think it's from like the 80s I think. I don't really remember. It had like 4 sequels that came out.
I think I would have heard of it.
But yeah, they have Peter Dinklage playing as Toxic Avenger, which is, if you guys are familiar with Game of Thrones, he's from that. So
I like Peter Dinklage.
yeah, he's playing the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, you gotta look.
Well, if you haven't seen it, well, you can watch it at some point for an episode. Although it is pretty gory. I'll admit the movie is pretty gory. But yeah, that's coming out at some point. They're already doing like promotional stuff for it over Twitter and then like, you know, all that.
Elijah Wood and Kevin Bacon are also in it?
Speaking about Kevin Bacon, did you see that the people who wrote Tremors got the rights back, or got the script back from it, or something? They got the rights back, I think. So now
if they wanted to do... The last Tremors movie was terrible.
Yeah.
Shrieker Island? I am very disappointed with that one. I mean, I liked the fact that they had the actor from 31. I don't know his name, but the guy who played Doomhead in 31. I like that he was in it. But the movie was...
But yeah, they're planning to make another Tremors movie, which I think what they're doing is doing like a sequel to the first one. So they're doing like a Halloween type thing. They're also planning to bring Kevin Bacon's character back.
They had, wasn't there a video game coming out for Tremors?
No.
Or was that just an indie thing that I saw?
I think that was an indie thing. The only horror movie game that I know is coming out, I think it's The Quiet Place. I think that's still coming out. I don't know if that's already out or it's coming out or not. No.
Remember the old days when the second a movie was released to theaters, there was already a AAA video game of it?
Oh, yeah. When a movie comes out, there's just a video
always
game for it.
Yeah.
And it's only
Like,
used
I remember the Lord of the
promoting
Rings games.
Or promoting the movie. Fishtails was a
And now they
popular
never
one.
do it.
Because Fishtails had a video game when it came out.
Speaking of indie horror games and movies, Five Nights at Freddy's 2
Oh, yeah,
trailer
that's
was
coming
released.
out. Pretty excited for that one. I like the first
that.
one. Didn't they say
Yeah.
in this one they're going to be like a little bit more like gory?
I can imagine so. This one feels like it's going to be very similar to almost exactly how Blood and Honey 2 was, because Blood and Honey was just kind of like confined to one place, and then Blood and Honey 2 was Pooh and Tigger and not Eeyore, I almost said Eeyore.
Owl.
Piglet are all loose on the town and just killing everybody. And that's how this one feels, because it's like the first one they were confined to the pizzeria, and now the trailer for this one it's like they're just out on the town killing everybody.
Is it
So I wouldn't be
still
surprised
the
if
old
it's a lot more
animatronics, or
gory.
are they using like the sister location?
I think they're just using the same old animatronics, but I could be wrong, and they could always throw us for a loop and throw in what was I gonna say? Like a surprise.
I mean, you know, Springtrap's going to be in it too. I mean, that was the whole thing with the last one, because of
Yeah.
after dying in the suit and being like, "I always come back," and then he always comes back. That's what he says. He comes back.
He copied Chucky.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he kind of did. Except in a suit instead of a doll.
I got so confused when I saw that in the movie, when I saw him say that, because I was like, is that like an Easter egg throwback to Chucky? And someone was like, no, that's what he says in Five Nights at Freddy's. And I was like, but that's what Chucky said.
They did have a Scream Easter egg in the movie. It was the part where I think he stabs his daughter and he wipes the knife off. And he wipes it off like how he does with Ghostface. By putting his hand over the blade and swiping it. Yeah.
Do you want to watch these trailers while we talk about them?
We probably should.
We could do like live reactions. I mean, Well, I've seen. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 yet. I haven't seen the Final Destination one yet.
All right. You know what? We're about 40 minutes in, so yeah, let's get to the reaction part of the
Yeah,
podcast.
let's do. We can do like
Reaction
Until
time,
Dawn,
everybody.
Final Destination, Five Nights at
Reaction
Freddy's,
time. We're gonna react to some things and some stuff.
Clown in a
Ba-ba-bum.
Cornfield. I don't know if there's a trailer for the new Saw movie yet, but
I
or
don't think
Black
there
Phone.
is.
Megan 2.0. There's a trailer for that.
Let me just get the. I mean, I have the tweet right here. I could probably just put the tweet up on the screen. Oh, your camera's
Oh,
gone.
Whistling Blues Clues theme. My camera's gone.
Oh no.
Oh, good. I can finally pick my nose. Oh, there's a booger in there. I've been trying to weasel
Oh no,
out.
now you're
despite-
back. Now you're back. That was on my end. I forgot I shrunk down Discord and that got over your screen. Oh no. Alright, let me just get this up real quick.
You lose my camera for like 2 seconds, and when you come back, I'm wearing different clothes.
Right?
You're just like, what?
You were gone for like 2 seconds.
I've got a towel on my head like I just got out of the shower, and I'm all shaved. And
Yeah. So
what
I'm
in the
just,
world? How?
I'm gonna say this for copyright reasons. We're just reacting to it. That's it. So we're not. Don't copyright strike me, please. That'd be not great. We're just watching an acting trailer. Reacting to your cool trailers.
Is that I guess I never thought about that. Wasn't there always like a thing where like as long as it wasn't taking up the majority of the screen, you were allowed to play it on
Yes,
your video or something?
That is why it's
I don't
like
know.
in the middle of the screen, kind of small.
People are gonna be watching the podcast. Though.
I hate being this close to Miller, but
Right?
man, I wonder if Miller knows he's got a pimple on his chin.
Can I like widescreen this? Oh. Would that work? Okay,
I
that
don't know. I can't see it.
did not work. No, it did not work.
Am I supposed to be able to see it?
Oh, it's playing the audio. Huh. You know what? I'm just gonna go to YouTube and look this up because, like, yeah, YouTube might be a little bit easier. Where's the new trailer?
When you're editing this video, you should like edit in like a like right now if you're pulling up like YouTube and you've got screen share on so the viewers can see like your search history and stuff. You should do it. Like pull up Google before you go to YouTube and like click on the search bar and have the last thing you searched for be like where to find better co-hosts. Something
Right.
funny, and then just not mention it the entire time and let someone, some random person notice it.
Right.
I saw a YouTuber do that who does StarCraft videos, and he pulled up Google to Google something. The last thing that he searched on Google was a home address for another StarCraft streamer or StarCraft YouTuber, and then like. How many subscribers does X person have? How to be better than X person? Like all of his search history was about this other streamer.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of bringing the screen down so it doesn't.
That's
So
what
I
I
can-
would do if I had the patience in a YouTube video.
All right.
I'd make funny. Well,
Do you have the video up on your end, or?
yeah, I can pull it up.
Yeah, you
I
probably.
don't know if you were gonna screen share or how we were gonna do it.
I think screen share
I
will
already
mess
have.
something up, so I'm just not gonna.
Okay, fair enough. So what are we doing first?
We're doing the Bloodline trailer. I can send you the link to the video.
Oh no, I already had YouTube open.
It's from 3 weeks
which
ago.
one?
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Okay, got it.
All right. So we have it up, and I'll start it. Then we'll react to it
Okay.
because I haven't
Just,
seen this. I've seen a clip of the ice, but that's about it.
I only saw the one in the tattoo parlor.
Yeah.
All right, you want to say go and we'll both start?
Yep. All right, ready?
Yep.
Go.
Drinks all around.
So it's not a bar, it's just like an outdoors bar thing. Alright. Oh.
Kind of jealous. I want an outdoor bar like that.
Pick the one.
Ooh,
you
nice.
get. Just gotta love the one you got.
I always knew this day would come.
I got it.
I don't think you got
Jenga.
Oh, they're gonna do it, aren't they? Where there's like a million different ways that you think they're gonna.
Get up here.
Oh.
Relentless son
There's like
Yeah,
a
they're
million
doing it.
ways. Oh. They're doing it.
Yeah.
won't stop till he finishes
But
the
he's
job.
gonna end up dying because like a semi truck crashes through the fence and runs him over. It's gonna be totally unexpected.
He's coming for our family.
I said,
Oh. Oh god.
What?
Oh jeez, I didn't expect that.
No.
Grandma, what's happening to us?
That might even be better than a truck crashing through the fence.
Yeah.
I saw what death was about to do.
Oh, so this is okay.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no. So it's okay. So it's not part of the first one. Okay.
Everyone needs to get off the dance floor!
Lives that were never meant to be saved. But death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans.
Not the piano.
This book, it will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
It all started with Grandma. Death is coming for us because we were never supposed to exist.
Watch out!
Only by embracing death will
Yep.
it pass you by.
Maybe Death's not actually coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
The classic car hit.
Luck.
Good luck.
May 16th.
So wait, what? So what is it now? Like I saw in the book that she gave her, there was like a drawing of an airplane.
I'm pretty sure that's probably
It's-
recapping what happened throughout the entire thing of Final Destination. I imagine.
So is this supposed to tie together all of the people that had the premonitions in all the movies?
I mean, I think so. Even though it's not really tied to like any of the characters from like the first movie or that last couple movies. It's just like some lady who's like, I saw death before and I stopped it, and then death did nothing about me, and then now you're all dying because you're not supposed to be here.
But she's not the chick, like an older version of the chick from the first movie.
No.
She just had her own premonition back in the 40s, which I don't know. That's going to be hard for me to watch because I have, like, heights scare the hell out of me. And I'd get nervous as hell just being in like in the stratosphere in Vegas and in the sky tree in Tokyo. Like, I can't do things like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch that.
I'll probably watch
People
it.
falling out of a tower.
Mostly because of the fact that like I've seen all the other Final Destination movies. Because I mean, there are some good ones. Most of them are kind of bad. I think the third one's pretty bad.
The older I get, the harder it is for me to watch gore. Like I used to, when I was in high school, I loved the Final Destination movies and the Saw movies. And whenever I try and watch them now, I'm like, ugh. Can we put on like a PG-13 horror movie instead?
Yeah,
where's the family-friendly horror movies?
And yeah, you watch Terrifier.
Well, yeah, but I don't think I could watch them again. I don't know. I don't struggle too much with the Terrifier movies, but it's just like, every movie has like that one kill that's just like the most memorable kill. And
What is the most memorable kill from Final Destination?
from Final Destination,
Yeah.
like the one that stands out to me.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Out of all of them,
You know, let's go with the first one. Make it easy.
Just the first one?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could remember all the kills from the first one, because the one that was coming to my mind, there were two coming to my mind. There was the one where the dude got like his insides sucked out through the pool.
Oh yeah, that was I think the one after 3. I think that one was.
Then the other one that was coming to my mind, which I think was the same movie, was where the dude got he got like forced through a chain link fence.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
From the first one, what are some of the examples from the first one?
I'll list all. Spoiler for Final Destination, by the way. Big spoiler. So the first kill, I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. There's one kill where the guy, the teacher lady, she gets burned in the house. And so the weird, like, events that happened in her house, and then led to her like getting stabbed while house is on fire.
Oh yeah, it's just trying to grab something off the counter, and it's the knife rack is on top of it.
Yeah, she gets stabbed, and then the main character's like, "Oh my god, let me help you," and he, like pulls the knife out, and then he's like, "Oh no." It's like, why would you go in there? You're just gonna get blamed for the murders. Like, he already has been. And then there's the one where the girl gets hit by a truck. That one's, I think, pretty good, like, common in most of the Final Destination movies. You get hit by a car.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the trailer, I don't think he got hit by that car, because it seemed like he was, like, in front of him. Like, not direct line of the car, but the car went past him. But it looked like he was about to get hit by that car at the end of the trailer.
I wonder if they just did that in the trailer. Like, they just... It's probably going to be one of those moments where he says it, and then, like, it makes it look like it happens in the trailer, but in the actual movie, he's going to be like, holy fuck, that was close.
Yeah. I would say...
Yeah, because they stop it before he gets hit.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the kill that sticks out to me a little bit from the first one is the one where the guy gets, like, a half decapped by the train.
Oh yeah, with the piece of metal.
Yeah,
you know what? That's probably the most memorable one. Now that I remember that one.
Yeah, it's like that one. The most memorable kills are those people who died on that plane.
I'm gonna be real with you. It's hard to tell if he actually gets hit or not by that car. I paused it at just the right moment, and it's green screened.
Yeah,
clearly green screen, which is understandable. They're not gonna put an actor in that position. But
how many times do you think people got hit by a car in the entirety of Final Destination?
I mean, are we including the entire opening sequence of Final Destination 2?
Let's not do that.
That was all one big car.
It was all one big car accident. But no, like someone walking out in the street and getting hit by a car. I can think of 2 situations where that happened. Maybe 3. If we count getting rear-ended.
I think a lot of people got hit by cars on the bridge collapse.
Yeah,
was that the 3D one?
Yeah, that was the 3D one. That was the one where I think it was 5. Yeah, it was the one where it was like they were on a bus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was the airplane, there was the car crashes, there was the NASCAR race, there was the bridge.
Roller coaster.
I'm missing something. The roller coaster was 3. That's right.
Yeah.
The roller coaster, and then NASCAR was 4, or the car race.
Yeah, the NASCAR one. Yeah.
And then 5 was the bridge collapse, and this is 6.
Yep. What's going to be the big thing in 6? Are they actually going to have like a big thing where the lady sees the deaths right away, or is this just going to be like that, where like the old lady tells them like, "Oh, this happened way in the past, and I saw it, and now death's been after me all these years, and now it's after you."
So her family's been avoiding death for like generations.
Apparently.
And yet this guy turned out like this, the one that supposedly gets hit by the truck, turned out to be some idiot, even though he's been somehow avoiding death his whole life.
Right, I'm just...
That's so weird to look at this. Like, is there a way that I can show you? Can I share my screen? Will it show it up on...
Can you send it to me, or...?
Yeah, I could probably just do that.
Yeah, just send it to me. I mean,
or I could just change my... Oh, shit.
that was like the whole premise though of like, well, here's another thing with Final Destination movies. They have a new rule, right? Like everyone has like a new rule. Like the first one was like, oh, you can like skip your turn if you like survive or whatever. And then on the second one, it was like, oh, if you give birth to new life, then it'll stop. And then the third one, I think it was like, I don't think there was one on the third one. I think they just kind of like, no, they thought like they skip it, they'll be fine, but they weren't fine. And then the fourth one was, I don't think they had one in the fourth one, but in the fifth one, they had one where like if you kill someone, you take their life, I guess. That was the other one. So the rules are, you can skip your turn. If someone gives new life, which I think is if you die then come back, I think then it stops, but I don't think it does stop. And then if you kill someone, you take their remaining years, and then you're fine. So if the grannies were living all this time, isn't she like a mass murderer? Because maybe she killed a couple people to live. If we're going off of that rule.
I can't. I messed up and tried to unpause it and pause it. I didn't realize how friggin' like pinpoint accurate I was to get that that perfect scene where it was literally behind him.
Yeah, I caught that on the first viewing. I was like, oh, the car's behind him. Oh, I guess one scene I actually liked from all the Final Destination ones, I think it's from the second one. It was the one where the biker guy was like, I control my own fate, blah, 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 and he has like a gun to his head. And then he like pulls the trigger and like nothing happens. And he does it like 6 more times. And then the guys are like, oh, I guess it was duds. And then he's like, yeah, all 6 of them?
Yeah, let me send this over to you.
Alright.
I was able to pause it again at a good scene, or a good... kind of.
But no, this is interesting. I'll
I
probably...
got that song stuck in my head. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. But no, it was interesting. Like, I definitely am probably going to see that movie when it comes out.
How do I... Kind of dumb.
Because I don't like that kill the opening where the guy gets, like, lawnmowered. That actually was kind of out of nowhere, I guess.
I definitely wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was expecting like a semi-truck to plow through the
like
fence or
something
something.
ridiculous happening.
Why can I not send pictures in Discord?
You should be able to.
I'm just stupid when it comes to
Oh,
tech.
I see it. Oh yeah, you can see it definitely behind him, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious if it's gonna like
Oh,
what route they're gonna go. If it's gonna like narrowly miss him and he's gonna be like, whoa, oh, I
Also-
told you guys, and then he's sorry.
Isn't that the guy from the tattoo shop trailer?
Holy crap, it is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I was wrong then, because I was gonna say like he's probably the truck's gonna barely miss him, and then he's gonna be like, "See guys, what did I tell you?" And then he's gonna die from something else.
If I remember from
The
that
truck's gonna
trailer,
stand into a
like
power
he's like
line
hanging
and-
from his nose ring and he gets set on fire.
Yeah, he definitely dies in the tattoo shop.
Well, actually does in the last second. Someone comes in with water and puts him out and helps him down.
This guy almost dies 15 times during this movie. He's on a fire department?
I think it's fire
piercings like that? Yeah, his shirt says fire department.
I could be wrong. It could be a totally different character, though. But it looks like him.
Alright, which trailer is next? Well, you haven't seen the other trailers, right? Well,
Is it the Till Dawn one?
yeah, I think that's him. I'm looking at him. The other trailer right now.
It's the one from like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's by Sony. Okay. Pause this.
What's next? Five Nights?
We're doing Until Dawn. Then we'll do Five Nights.
Hold on.
Wow. We'll do that. So
Yeah,
this
I
will
remember
be...
I wasn't happy with this.
This will be
Yes.
us reacting to it. I think Miller already saw this trailer. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was the Sony Pictures one from 3 months ago?
Yeah. Also, if the screen for the trailer is not completely in the center of the screen, take that, you. Take that. People get bothered by that. Alright, do you have it up?
Yep.
Alright, I'll go.
PlayStation Productions.
I'm looking for my sister. Does she look familiar to you?
She's gone missing.
I didn't say that. Do a lot of people go missing around here?
So this is like a news story.
That's why people get into trouble.
We were the first people here in years.
Looks like it too.
Weird.
I thought it took place in the cabin like the first one.
What?
Maybe not though.
What happened to these people?
Where's my car?
Where's Megan?
Oh, there's the guy.
What the fuck just happened? We all got fucking murdered.
This is...
And now we're here again.
So the night is just gonna repeat itself.
This ain't Until
I don't
Dawn.
remember that happening last time.
Huh?
This doesn't feel like Until Dawn.
Yeah, I know. It feels like a totally different idea. Like none of this.
Holy shit. Every night, something new is trying to kill us.
Oh, there's the wind again.
What is that?
How many more deaths do you have in you?
Nobody's made it past 13 nights.
If we want to survive, we have to make it until dawn.
Oh, you said it. You said the name of the movie.
What is that? He's getting up.
I'm just gonna grab it. Don't move.
Yeah.
Oh no! No! Oh no!
Oh, I went back in her face.
I don't remember.
Oh!
I don't remember that from the first time I watched it.
Oh,
Nope.
God.
Oh no!
So it seems like they're not doing the game. They're just doing like their own thing with it. But it does have things from the game, like the guy who dressed up as the murderer in the game is in it. And then the Wendigos are in it. You really... That really got you
The
with
way
the
it
face
just
thing.
like, the way it like went up into her face.
Yeah, that was gross.
That bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me so much. It's like in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, when I think it was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, where she like had the spiders coming out of her face.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Oh, that bothered me. Like she popped the zit, and all of a sudden all these spiders just started crawling out. Ugh.
But yeah,
No.
I'm probably will see that, even though I'm like, I thought it was gonna be like the game with the characters and stuff, but now it's something completely different.
Yeah, they just went their own route with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, you know? It's kind of like Happy Death Day, where they have to, like, solve why they're... or survive, I guess. Not solve why they're dying, but survive, I guess.
You know, watching it this time, like the second time, I actually kind of like it more, because I think the first time I watched the trailer, I didn't like it, because, like you said, it wasn't the game, and I was hoping it would be the game. So I didn't like it, because I was like, this isn't Until Dawn, and I just kind of was like, that's stupid. I don't want to see it. And now that I'm watching it from the perspective that it's not the game, I kind of like it.
Yeah, 'cause there's this whole, like, you gotta survive till dawn, and you only can do it 13 times. If you failed the 13th time, you're dead. Or lost forever, I don't know. But I think it's interesting.
I lost her.
Probably see it.
I thought it was kind of stupid in the beginning where she's like, I'm looking for my sister. Have you seen her? And the guy's like, she gone missing? And she's like, I didn't say that. Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you said you're
did.
looking for her. What is the first conclusion anyone's gonna jump to? You're acting like he's guilty. Like, how did you know she was missing? Because you said you were looking for her? Duh.
And then it's like, I'm pretty sure the Wendigo in the film is probably her missing sister.
Yeah, wasn't it in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert.
No, the game was about that one dude's sister who didn't die from the fall, but then she ended up eating her, like, dead sister, and then became a Wendigo because of that. Because that's how you become a Wendigo, if you eat flesh, and then you gotta turn into one. Or you're accepting the spirit in your body when you do that. Same with, like, being greedy and stuff.
Yeah. Cryptids scare me, and that's because I fully believe in cryptids now.
Oh, yeah. But no,
I was like 50-50 on them, but now living up here in North Dakota,
you know,
you see some shit.
You know what movie or what game that I'm surprised they didn't make a movie of yet? Outlast.
Yeah. You know, I just found out earlier today, is that loosely based on, like, Diet Love Pass?
I don't know.
Like the whole thing in Russia with the mountain where the people were stuck on the mountain?
I no idea.
Because I was looking up games that were based on real stories, and it mentioned Outlast, and I was like, what? Like, it said Outlast, something else, and then it said, you know, are based on these real life scenarios, Diet Love Pass, something else. And I was like, no way, Outlast is based on a real life.
Well, I don't think there's anything like The Wall Rider. I don't think that's real.
No, yeah. I wonder if it was just loosely based on something.
Probably. I mean, it'd be cool to see.
It would be a good movie, though.
Would you think be found footage, or would it be not found footage?
I think it would be better not found footage, but I'm not a big fan of found footage horror movies.
I actually do like found footage. It's something about it that's like really good about it.
I think I just got tired of them. Like, I liked Cloverfield. I think Cloverfield was one of the first ones to do it, right?
No.
No?
Blair Witch Project.
Oh, well, yeah. Long time ago. But they like, nobody else really tried it since. Well, I'm sure some, you know,
Paranormal Activity
did, but was Cloverfield before or after that?
I don't remember. I think it was after. Because I know Paranormal Activity is a found footage, technically.
Yeah. I don't know, I guess it hasn't really been... Maybe I've just been overrun with shitty found footage horror movies.
I mean, also because of the fact that with found footage, much like with the Paranormal Activity ones, where you have like a giant-ass camera, and they're like running around, being like, we gotta get out of here, and they have like a giant 10-pound camera on their shoulder just like running. It's like, realistically, you wouldn't just drop that thing and run.
It's an expensive camera. I borrowed it from the university for my film school. I need to return it. I'm gonna return it when you're dead.
It's like, I'd rather be dead than not returning it.
My professor will kill me if I don't return it, so I'm in a pickle.
It's like, either I die and then I don't have to worry about the return payment, or I don't die, leave the camera out, then I gotta worry about the return payment. You know how much that's gonna be? That's gonna be like $3,000.
I'm gonna have to work the rest of my life to pay this off.
Yeah. I think one film that does like a good job with found footage, Norway the Curse. That's a good movie. It's a good found footage one, I would say.
What? What is it?
Norway the Curse. It's like I think it's a Japanese. It may be Chinese. No, it's Japanese film, I think. It's a found footage thing. It's about a guy who's doing a documentary about, I think it's about Norway the Curse, where it's a natural curse thing, and he's doing like a documentary about it. It's been a while since I watched it, but I remember it being good.
Well, the Japanese do make good horror movies.
let's see another trailer to react to because we're on the reaction part of the podcast. Are you familiar with Hell House?
I feel like I've watched a movie called Hell House.
It's also found footage.
What is the other ghost hunting one? Grave Encounters?
Yeah, Grave Encounters. I think that one's like a classic.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Surprising. Did they do a sequel of Grave Encounters?
I think they did, but it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
I just remember I watched it and then it kept popping up on YouTube videos for like one of the worst deaths ever.
What was one of the deaths?
Like well, it might have been a YouTube video, not worst deaths ever, but horror movie fates worse than death.
Oh yeah, where you're like
and I think it was
stuck
the
in
one.
there.
Yeah, the one person was like getting the lobotomy or something.
Yeah.
And they were stuck there forever, like spending the rest of eternity halfway through a lobotomy or something.
Yeah, because of the ending, the character gets lobotomy, yeah. Because the girl disappears
Yeah.
and then he gets attacked and his eye's like bleeding. And he's like, I'm all better now. And then he just fades.
What, Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, yeah, we gotta react to that one. Let's get that one up.
And then we probably got some, there's horror movies coming out. It's crazy. I Am Legend 2?
They're actually making that.
Apparently.
There is a 45-second trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Is that it? Or is it?
I think there's a longer one.
There's a full trailer. Yeah, teaser.
Oh, is the...
Yeah, the one I'm finding is the 49-second one.
Maybe that is it. Yeah, it just felt longer.
I guess we'll watch it on...
Watch
this
first one? Universal Pictures?
Oh, I'm on the IGN one.
The
I mean, they're both the same. Actually, no, I'll go the Universal Picture one. Where is that one? That was like the top one, wasn't it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, let me just rewind that a little bit. Alright, let me get it on screen. Also, I'm not muting these trailers. I'm hoping I don't get in trouble for that. If I do, then I'll probably have to mute the trailers, so. But let's see what happens.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Alright, ready?
People do this all the time.
Well, yeah. Alright, go.
Welcome back. Are you ready to start the show? Count with me now. 5.
Oh, it's December.
3.
They're out there, Mike.
2.
Where?
1.
Everywhere.
Oh, it is the toy version of them, okay.
Oh. Okay. I totally wasn't paying attention. I was just too busy fangirling the whole time to notice, because it had Balloon Boy.
December 5th? That's actually kind of close. Well, not really. It's like 8 months away.
It'll come by quick.
But yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, they'll probably release like a fuller trailer down the line, probably. Instead of a teaser.
Yeah, to actually show what the story is.
Yeah. But so far,
There's
what I've seen from it is the fact that, I mean, they're not in the pizzeria anymore. Now it's kind of like everywhere.
Well, there's, what was I gonna say? I don't know, I don't remember.
Were you gonna say there's a longer trailer?
No, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
I think that's it for trailers, right? For all the trailers for the horror movies coming up?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of upcoming horror movies, but I don't think a lot of them have trailers yet. Like, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Saw, Predator. They don't have trailers yet.
Oh yeah, they're making another Predator movie.
They're making 2, I think, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they're making an anime movie. And then they're also making another live action one.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to the anime. I mean, if you want to watch the anime one, it looks pretty cool. I'm not big into anime, but
I'll probably watch it and let you know. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know they were making an animated one.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Takes place in like World War II era, but there's like samurais and stuff. I don't know. It's weird. If you ever wanted to see a Predator like flying ace, like flying a fighter jet and having a dog fight with a World War II fighter pilot, got it.
That sounds crazy. But yeah, speaking of all these different, I mean, I know I said before about horror games that start movies. Like I said, Outlast, I think, needs one. Because Outlast is just a good series. Which I think, I know you said you didn't want it to be found footage, but I think found footage would probably be the best for it, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, to follow, or to stay true to the video game.
Yeah.
I think found footage would be the route to go.
They'll probably be kind of like Grave Encounters a little bit, if you think about it.
Yeah. I just hope they don't ruin it. Like, I hope they just make it, like, I don't understand why they always do it, where they're like, we're going to make a movie based on this game, but we're going to change every aspect of it. Like, watch them come out with an Outlast movie, but instead of it just being one guy doing a solo investigation, it's like a team of people.
And they're all like the stereotypical people.
Yeah. Like, oh, me and all my high school friends decided to break into this abandoned No! This is one guy with a camera. It's not a bunch of teens. You're not going to make the story better. Just do the story.
Right.
It's already written for you. The movie's written for you.
And also one movie coming out that's based on a book you mentioned earlier.
Oh, Clown in a Cornfield?
Yeah, Clown in a Cornfield.
I am very much looking forward to that. I haven't read the book yet, but I've been looking into the book for months now. And then I just saw, like, I was planning, it's in my shopping cart on Thrift Books right now. Because I was going to order it like a couple months ago. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, what? No way. I was going to buy this book.
I'm just curious what the book's about. Because, I mean, Clown in a Cornfield's kind of a weird title for a book. It's like, just don't go in the cornfield. There's a clown there, don't go in there.
It's the easiest monster to beat.
Yeah.
It's like, how do we defeat this clown? We don't go in the cornfield. But I want to so bad. Don't.
There's cotton candy.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna step in the cornfield. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Oh, he's gone. The clown got him.
Here comes the sequel.
There's actually a sequel to Clown in the Cornfield, book-wise.
Yeah, there were 2 or 3 of them.
I think 2. I got both on audio, so because I've been meaning to listen to those.
I think there might have been a 3rd one, because I think I remember seeing 3 books, but I don't remember. I remember there's like 30 or 40 Five Nights at Freddy's books.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that, with how vast the lore for Five Nights at Freddy's is. So
yeah. I picked up one of them at the bookstore, like the very, very first one.
Yeah, I didn't read any of them, but I know about them though. I had people explain it to me.
There's a new Silent Hill movie coming out.
Are you sure you're not thinking about the game?
Nope. There's nothing to it yet. It was just announced, but it's a Return to Silent Hill.
Oh. I wonder if it's gonna do like they did with the last one, where it's like kind of like the game, but not really.
I hope so. I was like, the second one was so much better than the first one because it was like they learned their lesson. That was another one of those things where it was like, how can we make this better? Don't make it better. Just use the story. Just do the game, re-release the game, but it's one big cutscene, so I don't have to do the work. That's what I want in a video game turned movie. I just want the game, but I can just watch it and not play it.
Do you think they'll do a movie about Granny?
I mean, We could probably do it. I've been falling in love with that game. I just started
Yeah,
playing
you've been
them
playing it
like,
a lot.
a week ago. They're fun.
I would imagine Granny would probably be the same aspect as like the Until Dawn movie, where like it's the same day over and over again, but you have to escape the house.
Yeah, well, the I think it was Granny remake, which I kept pointing out in the first Granny game, that like she keeps putting you back in the same room, and then you can just walk out of the room again. But in Granny remake, like the first time you wake up in the bedroom and you walk out, and if you get caught, you wake back up in the bedroom, but she's like cemented the door shut. So you have to find another way out of the room. And once you do that, if you get caught again, you wake up in like the basement, locked up in an even smaller room. And then like every time you wake up, you're like more and more secured. You're like in a cage, like in a cell inside of a room in a basement. So you always have to find a different way to get out.
Oh, that's pretty
Which
cool.
I thought was really cool.
That idea seems pretty cool. Instead of like the first one where you just wake up in the same room over and over again.
Granny's like, how does this keep happening?
Right?
I don't understand how it keeps getting out. Because the door is unlocked.
What would be another movie that would be cool to come out? It's based off of like media. They made a Slender Man movie, but that wasn't that good.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That sucked.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it because didn't some like two teenage girls end up killing someone over it?
Well, it was. I don't think it was the movie. I think it was around the time the movie came out that happened. That was more based on the whole creepypasta.
Dark Deception, it would never happen, but that would make for a pretty cool movie. Because there's, I don't know if you've ever played Dark Deception, but there's like 4 or 5 different like episodes to it, and like they all link together. Like you play as this guy who's, it's been a long time since I've played them all. I played like the first 3 episodes when they came out. But you play as this guy who's getting forced to do these like to go through these trials, and each one is like more violent and scary and terrifying than the last. Like the first one is you have to find all these orbs inside of like an endless hotel hallway while these like giant monkeys are chasing you.
Oh.
It was, and then once you get through there, like you end up meeting this woman who's forcing you to go through these trials, and it's crazy. It would make for a cool, movie.
Yeah, that would be a cool movie. I think another movie or a game that'd be a cool movie. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like you're like a crime scene investigator, and you get like visions. And
There's a
there's
game?
one dude that breaks out of jail who like knows he can see his murders, and he's like, "Oh, you try to stop me." I don't remember what it's
Doesn't
called.
ring any bells.
It has the mechanic where you can pick up stuff and use them as weapons, like pipes, pieces of wood. Sometimes you have like a gun.
And you play as a detective?
Yeah, you play as the detective.
I don't know. Someone will tell us in the comments section.
Yeah, someone tells the comments. It's that one, and then there's another one that I think would be a cool movie where it's the another one I can't remember, but it's the one where you're in prison, and there's like a morale thing going on where you can choose to kill people or not, and there's these evil spirits that kind of walking around.
That one doesn't ring a bell either.
It's an old game. It's like back when PS2 was popular.
Is one of these
Oh, Condemned. I think
the game
Condemned
with-
was the first one.
Condemned?
Yeah.
Bloodshot? Wasn't there a Condemned 2 Bloodshot? or
Yeah, there
something?
was a second one, yeah.
Was that the one that got banned because it was so violent?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, I do remember that then. Because they were like the finishing, or like the ways you killed people in the prison were so violent. I think it was
Manhunt
the UK
was
that
the other
banned it?
one.
Manhunt, okay.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do a Manhunt movie.
I was just thinking while you were describing that, the SCP universe could get a couple decent movies.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm surprised there aren't been movies. Well, there's fan-made movies, but nothing like official.
Or the Backrooms could be.
I think the guy who made the Backrooms working on a movie about the Backrooms.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Now that I think about it, I think I did see a trailer for a Backrooms movie. Poppy Playtime would be a good movie. That's a scary ass game.
Didn't they also like? Wasn't that the game who did NFT stuff and then like got a lot of flack for that?
Who did what?
Like they offered NFTs when the game like first launched before it got.
Oh,
bought.
Poppy Playtime.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I think that's the game that did that, and then they kind of just stopped doing that and continued releasing the game.
Yeah, I don't think I knew what I even was interested. Well, I've never really been into NFTs.
They're pretty dumb. They're not. There's nothing.
Yeah, it was just another money grab. I feel like people are just trying to get as much free money as they can before people find out all this stuff is a scam.
I mean, that's what the majority of crypto stuff is, just scams.
Yeah, I tried to. Oh, have you ever seen that meme where it's like, it's like an IRS agent walks up to this dude and he goes, you owe me taxes, and the guy goes, I don't use dollars, and he goes, what do you use? And the guy says, oh, I just use these bottle caps, and the IRS guy goes, those bottle caps are worthless. And then it cuts back to the guy still just holding onto a handful of bottle caps. And then it cuts back to the IRS agent. And he goes, give me some of those bottle caps.
Give me some bottle caps.
It's so true, though.
Yeah.
Like, I invented my own form of currency, so I don't have to pay taxes. Everyone's like, that's worthless. And then 10 years later, they're like, give me some of that currency.
It's the Fallout currency, oh god. I guess
Trying to look at some of these games I downloaded.
I mean DVD is obviously getting a movie.
Yeah, they're actually, the developers are actually working on it, aren't they?
Yeah, they're helping with the making up of the movie. Which I hope
So hopefully it'll actually be
that it's just like not the game and more just like when you see the backstory of like Dwight, Meg, Claudette, and Jake. And then maybe end it with them in a trial.
Well, I keep thinking about the movie ideas that we had discussed.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I had a whole movie planned with Kate Denson being the star of it. Like it would start off with her, personal life becoming being a celebrity, and in the trial, and then meeting all the other characters and stuff. My biggest excitement was to the most exciting thing about doing a live action DVD was I wanted to end the first season, I guess, because I wanted every season to be like a different killer, and then to end like the finale of the first season would be like them getting away from the trapper. Like they open the gate and they run through it and they're all excited running down the street like we did it, we got away. And one of them says, what's that sign say up there? And it kind of zooms through the fog and you see like a sign that says Coldwind Farm.
That would be kind of cool.
And then anyone who knows the game is going to be like, oh shit, season 2 is going to be Billy.
To go by gosh. But yeah. I hope they do
And hopefully
well
by
with that movie though.
Yeah. I mean, I'll see it just because I'm so into Dead by Daylight. Like, I can't not see it. There's no way I'm going to go my whole life without watching it.
Are you going to main Springtrap when he comes to DVD?
I actually just found out today that he was coming to DVD.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Springtrap's coming to DVD.
I didn't know they confirmed it. Someone was saying they confirmed it like last year. I was like, what?
To be honest, with the leaks like that, take it with a grain of salt because it could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure they're probably going to have Springtrap.
Yeah, I just hope they don't screw it up. Like, give them a unique ability that has something to do with the movie. Don't and a good Maury too. You gotta put them in a suit.
Put him in a
Like,
suit.
He's got to pull out a suit and stick their body in there and close the Springtrap activated suit. Like, that's got to be the Mori. If it's anything less than that, then I'll be disappointed.
I imagine the Mori would probably be like, well, the weapon they say he's gonna have is a fire axe. That's what's gonna be his weapon. Which, I mean, I feel like weapons already used like on 3 killers, right? A fire, well, an axe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Huntress, you got the unknown, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't remember who the other one was, but there is a third one, I think. I mean, when did he ever have a fire axe, though?
I don't know. Maybe at some point in the books. I'm not too sure.
Maybe. No, I don't. I mean, it's cool. I think axes are cool.
But yeah, the Mori, I imagine it being like, maybe they're on the ground, he hits him like with the axe twice, and then like, picks him up. And then like he opens like his mouth where you can see like the decaying corpse of Afton. Then like he bites down on their head, and then just kind of tosses them.
Or if his face opened up and it was like the, from the movie.
Oh yeah,
when
with
it
all
was
the
like
blades and stuff.
all the spinning blades. Yeah, like his face opens up and it's that, and he just brings their face into it.
It's
That'd be
like
kinda cool.
Demogorgon's Mori.
I always thought, like, I always just kind of gave up and assumed that they'd probably put like Springtrap in DVD as like a cosmetic for Trapper or something.
A lot of people think it's going to be cosmetics, but I think that from what the devs say, it's not going to be cosmetics.
Well, hopefully they've got like Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, and Foxy as cosmetics for him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I imagine they're going to have like, the rest of the animatronics as like cosmetics for the other killers, or even just for Springtrap, in all honesty. Kind of like they did with like Legion, with all the different Legion members. Probably do like, you get like a Freddy skin, like a Chica skin, Bonnie. I don't know about Foxy, because Foxy has a hook hand.
They could honestly make a shit ton of money off of that, because people are gonna want, like, they could have, toy Freddy, decaying Freddy, Springtrap, regular Freddy, toy Bonnie, toy Chica. You could have 30 different cosmetics
Balloon
for one
guy.
killer, and people are gonna. Could you imagine?
Right.
Wouldn't he be like? I'm kind of curious how he's gonna be in the movie, because it does show him in the movie.
Well, he was in the
if he's
first
gonna
one
be
a little
bigger.
bit.
Was he?
Yeah, he was just like a little figurine though that like jump scared people. Because there's a scene in the spoiler. There's a scene in the movie where I think Mike opens the locker and like the balloon thing's in there, and like does a zoom in on its face, and it makes like the balloon guy noise, and he like jumps a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
And then at the end, where they're in the taxi and the balloon boys are there.
I like Balloon Boy. He pissed me off in the second game, but that was his job.
He's just an innocent balloon boy, just wants to laugh.
Hi.
Yeah, he just wants to say hi.
And he does laugh when because he shuts off your if you let him get all the way into the security room, he stops you from being able to close the vents.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Once he stands in the corner, he just starts laughing constantly, and you can't close the vents anymore.
Yeah, he's like, I got you.
Then you have to sit there for like 5 minutes knowing you're not gonna win.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that'll be interesting to see what they're gonna do with Balloon Boy. I wonder if they're gonna have like the marionette in it too.
In the movie or the?
In the movie.
I hope so. I hope they branch out and use other characters.
Well, I believe the marionette is a good one. I think they're a good guy. If the lore that I know is right. Because the marionette, all it wants to do is save kids, so.
Technically, weren't they all good in the movie?
Yeah, technically they're all good in the movie, yeah. Because they're all just spirits of kids. That was the whole premise of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious how they're gonna make them go back to being homicidal maniacs again.
It's AI programming. Oh no, they went AWOL.
I did like how they like the carnival seemed to be like Freddy Fazbear themed though.
Oh yeah, I think that was pretty cool.
Because it makes me think of Five Nights at Freddy's 3. In the because it was in like the haunted house attraction that burned down.
Yeah, because the guy you're playing as, I think it's like Apton's son, who has to burn down that. The lore gets very confusing with Five Nights at Freddy's.
I never actually beat the fourth one, come to think of it. I gave up. And then I never even played the sister location.
I've played
sister location sucks though.
most of them. I haven't played all of them though. Because to be honest, like they're all kind of the same. In a way. I mean the later ones aren't the same. Like Security Breach is completely different. And then like the one where you run like your own pizzeria is also really different too. Kinda different. Although I
never played that one, but I played Five Nights at Fuck Boys.
What?
It was like a mock game that someone made. It was like an RPG Maker game that someone made mocking Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh my god.
It's worth looking into. It's pretty funny.
There's so many.
It doesn't take itself seriously at all.
There are so many of those games though, fan-made. Which they're all pretty good.
Well, it's a good concept. I even had a couple ideas for games in that kind of style.
I wonder if the power for Springtrap is going to be like a jump scare. Kind of like Hag, a little bit.
All I hope is that they don't just like make his ability be like another variation of 3 other killers' abilities.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, he gets a speed boost, and he can insta down if you get hit with the speed boost, and then also he can grab you and hurt you that way.
And then he can also teleport to generators, and his ability is just like Freddy's ability is just 2 other killers, and then his ability is just going to be Freddy's abilities plus another killer. Like, I feel like that's all they do. They just rehash other abilities. They've got like 3 abilities in Dead by Daylight, and all the killers just have different variations of all 3.
I remember I read something that I think people said it was a leak. I don't think it is, about how his power works, where like the fire axe, you can melee hit with it, but I think you can also throw it at people. And also he can teleport on the map with security cameras that are set up around the map.
I hope not.
Just be Huntress and Freddy. And I think like when you get the axe back, you jump scare the survivor you hit. I don't know.
I mean, I think what I wanted Chucky's power to be was that there would just be Chucky dolls laying all around the map, and he could just teleport to them. Not like but like a little bit more in depth to it, not just like a Freddy teleporting to generators sort of thing. But I mean, it would have worked for Chucky.
It'd be kind of like the Puppet Master from VHS, where you can put puppets down and you can control them.
Yeah, that would actually be cool with the Five Nights at Freddy's if there was if like Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy were all somewhere around the map, and he could just become whichever one. It'd be like the twins' ability, but a little different.
Oh yeah.
Like he could just take control of whichever one.
Oh, let's see when it comes out. We will have to see. I am excited for it though, because I mean, I'm already tired of the nuclear. Because my god, I hate the nuclear so goddamn much.
Yeah, I don't think anyone likes them.
Yeah.
There's like 4 anime fans out there that like them.
They make their whole personality about it.
Yeah, I'm tired of him. At least he's not as common as he was. Like the first couple of days he came out, it was every killer, and now it's like I only play against him 2 or 3 times a night when I play.
I think when Mary and I play, we don't get him right away, but then after like 3 or 4 games, we just get him like nonstop.
All of the people that main him don't come out until late at night.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes them, so they have to hide during the day.
They have to
And then at
hide.
nighttime, they're
They're anime fans. They only come out at night.
like, we can come out now. The sun's down.
Yeah.
Boys, hey. My dog's just trying to go upstairs. The only reason they go upstairs is when they have to go to the bathroom and they think they can sneak upstairs and do it, and I won't notice.
Let's see. Anything else you want to talk about horror-wise that's happening in the world of horror?
I don't think so. I think we hit the big ones. Final
Yeah.
Destination, 5 Nights at Freddy's, Until Dawn, Saw.
In the comments, tell us which one you're excited about. Are you excited for Final Destination? Excited for Till Dawn? Are you excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Let us know. And we'll...
Or something that we didn't mention, like 28 years later.
Oh yeah, that came out. Or that's coming out, yeah. I've never seen the... Like, I think I've seen all of them, like, days and months.
Yeah, did they do... I don't think they did it months, did they?
They did, yeah. They did 28 months later.
28 days later, 28 weeks later. Did they... I must have... Maybe I haven't seen the months one then.
Maybe I might have messed it up with weeks.
Yeah, I know they did... Well, they did 28 days later, and then they did another one. And I thought it was weeks. But I don't know if they did a months. I don't think they did.
I feel like they had to go with the theme, though, right?
They should have, unless they just didn't plan on doing another one. Is it actually 28 years since the first one came? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Maybe close to 20, though.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's almost 20 years since that came out.
And they have the one dude from the first movie in it, and he's like all skinny. I think he's a zombie at that point.
Oh, is that who that's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's supposed to be the guy in the first one. Because in the first one, he just kind of like walked away into a field, and that's kind of the last time you saw him. And then he wasn't in the second one, and then I think now he's in years, because gotta have a callback to it. Which I imagine he's a zombie at that point, like he has to be.
He didn't make it.
Yeah, he didn't make it. It's also funny, I remember in a comment about that movie being like, the whole premise of it is happening in England, and nowhere else in the world. So like people...
Is that actually true?
Yeah, I think it is. People were talking about like it was true, where like it's not happening anywhere else in the world, just in England. Which is kind of funny.
Can you imagine like nobody else realizes what's going on in your country.
Right?
Nobody cares enough to know that your entire country is gone. Someone like 4 years later is like, I tried to book a flight to London and it wouldn't let me. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I
just went to Paris instead. I just went to Paris instead.
Yeah, I tried calling like the agency to like book like a hotel in London, and like no one answered.
The whole country is just gone.
Right.
Nobody even notices.
It's like, do you hear anything about it? London? No, nothing at all. Anyway, have you seen the sports? I think that was the drip tweet where it's like that.
I feel like that's how it would be.
Yeah, if it's not in America, I mean, I don't care.
What was it? Someone was saying the other day, some comedian was like he was British, but he had such a good American accent. And so they were asking him about his American accent. And he's like, well, my son also has a really good American accent. And that's because, every movie that we watch is from America. I mean, Americans don't watch a lot of British movies, but people in England watch a whole lot of American movies. So he's like, they don't really learn our accent as quickly as we learn theirs.
Oh, that's interesting. But I think we should watch
Makes sense.
Hell House at some point. Because I know they're coming out with like another movie.
I'll
Although
have to
there's
look
like
it up.
4 of them already.
Oh, the Hell House LLC?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched it, but I have heard of it.
Yeah, I would say this right now with all the movies. The first one I thought was pretty good. Second one was, I mean, it's alright. Third one was, I think, was pretty bad. And then the one where they had it was like a backstory type movie, was alright. So my hopes for this one being good are probably not that high, but you know what? It could be wrong. It could be proven wrong.
You know what movie it kind of makes me think of?
What?
The House is October built.
Oh yeah, it is kind of like that, huh? It's the whole haunt thing.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. I was surprised how good that movie was.
Haunt's also a good movie too.
Haunt?
Yeah, Haunt.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
It's a movie. So the premise of it is that there's people to go to this haunt. It's a haunted house thing, and the people who are running it are just murderers. They kill people.
Oh.
I would say it's a pretty popular film. Well,
Maybe I have seen it.
probably not too popular, but I think it's. I liked it. I think it was pretty good.
I really like those. I really like horror movies that take place in haunted houses. Like there were a couple other movies that did that. Rooster Teeth actually did a movie like that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, had like Gavin and Bernie and all them were in it.
Oh wow.
Can't remember what it was called.
That was where Rooster Teeth's coming back too.
I saw something about that. I'm happy for them because I know a lot of those guys put their heart and soul into that, and then I think they got ripped off or they got bought out by someone.
No, the people who like owned them shut down the branch because it wasn't making money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they were like hemorrhaging money horribly.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
They were probably living a pretty lavish lifestyle, a lot of those guys. I mean, I know they had like a... I don't know. It used to be a dream of mine to work for Rooster Teeth.
My dream was to work with Machinima. Luckily, that never happened.
Didn't they do that Half-Life series where it was like Freeman's Mind?
I think they did that. I think Machinima.
I think it was Machinima. Freeman's Mind always makes me laugh to think about because the dude, like, he must have played through Half-Life like 1,000 times to like get everything down perfectly. But have you seen it?
I have not. No. I don't think I
It's
can
like
because the fact that it's been deleted. I mean, when Machinima shut down, they deleted all their videos.
I wonder if... No, someone saved them. At least a lot of them. Oh no, maybe it's not Machinima. Never mind. It's no, it's like
I would say Machinima is really only known for like Call of Duty montages.
Okay. Yeah, there's over... I'm scrolling down and there's 94 episodes of Freeman's Mind.
Oh wow.
Looks like he did Half-Life 2 as well. But pretty much what it is, it was like a Let's Play before Let's Plays existed, and instead of him just being himself commentating while he's playing the game, he's talking as if he's actually the character's inner voice.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
So it's so funny because he'll be like and he actually learned so much about, because Gordon Freeman's like some kind of engineer. So he's really smart and mechanically inclined, and this dude actually learned a lot. It's so funny. I recommend you watch it. Just the way that he goes through and like he responds to.
And for people at home, make sure you check that out too, I guess.
Yeah, Freeman's Mind. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think he did a Blue Shift one too, but because did you play the Half-Life games?
I have, yeah.
When you in the beginning of Half-Life 1, you're going on the train and you can see the security guard who's like knocking on the door trying to get into the facility, and that's actually who you play as in Blue Shift. And as he's in Freeman's Mind, as he's going by, he goes, "Guess I'm not the only one late for work today, sucker!"
Late for work.
It's just so funny.
I know there's...
I don't know.
I guess back on horror topic, there is this horror movie that came out that someone made that was based off of Team Fortress 2. I would probably say watch. It's animated. obviously use Source Engine, but I'm gonna have to look it up real quick because I don't remember what it's called. What is it called? Oh yeah, Eminence Blue is what it's called. It's like a 2-hour video, but it's actually really good.
Sent you a link to the first episode of that so you can. The episodes are only like 5 or 6 minutes long.
Oh, I've seen this. I remember, yeah, because of the thumbnail. I remember this.
My brother showed it to me back when I was in like high school.
No, I remember that too. Wow. I think that was Machinima for a bit. I guess he re-uploaded the episodes on another YouTube account.
I was gonna say I always thought it was Machinima, but
yeah, Machinima did a lot of like animation stuff too, because they did like honestly, I think one most popular one that I watched in high school a lot, Sandy not included. That one I watched so much of.
And now I hate this. Now I'm gonna have to rewatch this.
I mean, it's not gonna be a bad time, so.
Is it when the scientist is hanging in the elevator shaft and then he falls? Gordon Freeman goes, "How embarrassing! You can't even do one pull-up. You deserve to die."
But yeah,
He's such a dick the whole time when people are dying.
Eminence Blue, we'll have to watch that at some point and do a video on it, because it's actually a really good one.
Alright.
But yeah, do we have anything else we want to talk about, or should we just do our outro?
I don't think so. I think I should probably get to bed.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the video, guys. If you guys like stuff like this, let us know. We'll probably do more of it, I mean, obviously, because I'm doing this every couple of episodes. It's kind of fun. You know, talk about horror, stuff like that. Maybe do horror trivia with the special guest. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe ask Miller horror questions. He's not going to get any of them. Maybe one.
No, then not even one.
It'll be multiple choice. I'll make it.
Which actor played the original Freddy Krueger? Michael Myers. What? No. That is an actor. Not.
Do you mean Mike Myers?
Michael Moore. No, it's not a Michael. Jason Momoa.
Oh my god.
No, we're calling it.
Yeah, we're calling it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Robert Englund.
Robert Englund. That's the answer. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, next episode will probably be the Scream episode we recorded a while back. They'll be out after this. And then we will continue with Scream 2 and 3 in one episode. And then we'll do probably 4 and 5 and 6. But we'll probably take breaks between those. Because, yeah, we're not going to do the whole thing in one go. And probably
then we'll do 7 once tensions in the Middle East start to... So never. Damn.
I don't know, maybe. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be bad, but let's see what comes out. But yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you're from. And, Millie, you have anything to say?
No.
No? Okay. Wow, okay, gosh. But yeah, I hope you all have a good one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.